Stampers, Kareth with K&K Crafters. We are here today with our second card in the series using our snail mail suite. Today we're going to be using the Snailed It stamp set along with a lot of its fun little DSP papers, designer series papers. So we are going to make this super cute little card. You'll see that? I love the little snails and the little mushrooms, so cute. You recognize the hearts from the last card we did. So let's get started. We're gonna start with our card base. It's 11 inches by 4 1/4 inches. And then we scored it at 5 1/2 inches. And then we're going to use, we have one 4 inch by 5 1/4 inch to go inside. And then we're going to use the other 4 inch by 5 1/4 inch to go on the front. So let's go ahead and put this on the inside and get that one out of the way. I'll be putting all the measurements into the description box for you so that you'll have those. We'll set that to the side, and we're just going to stick our strips on here. So there's no particular order, just whichever you find is best. And we're going to put it all the way to the side, to the edge. And then, I'm not super precise, I just kind of eyeball it. I'm gonna put this little guy here in the middle with its super cute little snails. And again, we're just gonna eyeball this. Try to center it. It's another good thing about the multi-glue. Instead of the snail run or seal, is you can kind of wiggle it around if you have to. Almost done with all our little banners. Okay. And we're leaving a little bits of white gaps just to kind of divide it all. Okay. Then we have our baker's twine, that you can get with this suite. We used white on the last one. Let's use the pink on this one. Change it up a bit. So I'm going to wrap it around twice. I'm going to leave a little string so you have room to tie your bow. So once and then twice. And then just tie a simple little bow. My hands are cold this morning, they don't want to work. Okay. And I like using reverse tweezers to hold that so my bow will be a little bit tighter. If I don't get it twisted up. Come on. Do y'all talk to your threads and stuff too? They cooperate better when you talk to them. Okay, so now we have a bow. We're just going to trim our little tails off. And then we can glue this right down to our card base. Then you want to get a scrap of white. And we're going to use our Memento black and just stamp your little snail on there. Then I'm going to use, let's see, we will use the blends today. Let me get those. Okay, so I've got my blends. The blends come as pairs, so you can get different colors. So these that we're using, we have the light petal pink and the dark petal pink. And then we've got our light and dark Bermuda Bay. And then I'm going to use the light real red. So let's start light. Actually, I think I'm just going to use the darks of these colors today. We're just going to color our little happy little snail in. When you use your blends, you want to use the Memento ink. I like to remember it is opposites attract. So the Memento ink is water-based, where your markers here are alcohol-based. And so it's not going to bleed like it would if you use the StazOn. I'm actually going to use the marker tip. Color his little shell. And then the little heart. And he is done. So we're going to punch him out with our everyday label punch. Okay, just kind of center him up in there. And then I think I'm going to give him a border. So let's punch another one out of real red. My sample I made didn't have that. We're going to go for that today. So to do my little border, I'm just going to cut this in half. And add a little bit of glue. And stick it on each end. And you can kind of decide how much you want to show. We'll go with that. And then we'll do the same on this one. Whoop. Okay. And you can see you'll have that gap in the back. So you don't have to be perfectly straight because nobody's even going to see it. So now we have that cute little border. And we are going to get our dimensionals. And then just pop this little fella right on the card. And I'm kind of leaving this blank because it's going to kind of center our thread. So take off all these. And we'll just stick him right on. And there you go. You've got a quick and easy little card. You can also change this style up. And here I did basically the same thing, except for my strips, I cut them all the same size. But then I went back and used our, is it the banner pick-a-punch? Let me see. Yeah, the banners pick-a-punch. I used this side and just cut the corners, or the ends, and then just laid them out. And I did a couple extra ones, so I didn't do the gaps like this one. And then you glue them on however tall you want them to, and at the end just flip it over and cut all these little tails off the top, and you have a cute little banners here. And also this real red piece right here is a die in the stamp set, a little postage stamp die. And then just cut a little white piece out to go in the middle. So it gives you some variation. This is also a double bow, where this one's a single bow. So you can kind of see a couple different ways to do it. So if you would like that, just pop on over to kandkcrafters.com, click on that shop button, and it'll take you straight over to the Stampin' Up! Store. You don't have to worry about some big crazy link, just kandkcrafters.com, and it'll take you over there. You can get, if you get the stamps and the dies together, you do save 10% by bundling them. You can also get the entire suite. The entire suite is $69.50. It comes with the stamps, the dies, the paper, the twine that we saw. It also has these really cute little resin hearts that you can do, and they're self-adhesive. And all of that for $69.50, plus it's celebration time. So every $50 you spend, you get to pick a free item out of here. So you can get some more great paper, you can get some cute donkey stamps. There's all sorts of great things in here. So if you have any questions, just pop a message down in the comments or shoot me a message on Facebook or email, and we will get back to you. We hope you enjoyed this card. I would love to know what you think, and if you make it, or if you get the set and you make something else, we would love to see what you've created with it. Thank you for stamping with us today. Happy stamping.